1st of July 1990.
80.
1980. 1st of July 1980, Valentine, thank you. And are you the card holder?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you. And how can I help? Because I've got travel across water here with you, or travel.
Travel across. It's something like that. You seem like a hot prophetess. Basically, I started a foundation with a spiritual foundation in Nigeria with
Wow.
a spiritual magazine, and he got me contacts. It's basically about talking to the youth that have got spiritual problems in Nigeria that get demonized by the churches and stuff like that. So he's like kids that are Banjay, and that's witch and wizard. Banjay is Nigerian for witch and wizard. You know, like all the Nollywood films. Mammy Water and stuff like that. So, you know, like in London back in the day, there used to be negative press for them. If you go into the church and talk to a church minister, they'll tell you that they're powerless and useless and stuff like that. So stuff like that, we're just trying to give them, not to make them pray, worship, not that anything's wrong with that, but get leaders from the other side to talk to these kids and make them feel positive about themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, give them morale, tell them the history of everything,
Yeah.
tell them what they are, where they stand, who they are, and what they can be if they got together.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's empowerment, isn't it?
Yeah. So he got me connected to the White Witches and Wizards Coven. He's got me connected to the Traditional Worshippers Association. And we're going to connect with a tribal group as well.
Good. So basically you're dealing with people who disempower their beliefs, their spirituality, yes?
No, they can empower them because these people are the leaders.
Okay.
Are the leaders in what they are. So whatever the church says they are, these people are the top dogs in that industry.
No, that's great. But at the beginning of the reading you said you're there to assist people, yes, from being
Demons. Yeah.
believers, let's just say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Need to come and see the. I was going to say something I mustn't actually. I must not say what that. Anyway.
Well, do you want me to come and get training or advice?
No. It's just what you know. There's no justice sometimes in injustice at some levels.
No, they're fighting for prayers, isn't it? Fighting for prayers. It's all commerce. Once you've really been trained in the church, you really understand it's a thing of money. Like from when they set up a good church, a church that supports and is useful and is a good community base and community hub, they can get funding from the government from it.
It was going to be well. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really fighting for prayers and fighting for money through prayers, selling prayers for money. That's what the battle is.
Yeah. We're in the cycle actually. It's interesting. There's a lot of, there will be a lot moving forward in April, May time of in their ideology and their beliefs. If you remember, or from the 60s, there are a lot of, weren't there, cultural practices rising up that were bad. So, but I think this is about people moving forward, rising and empowering and realising that they can move forward and do something. However, you just mentioned something very, very sensitive, funding, yeah?
Yeah.
Because depending on where you are seeking the funding, if you're seeking governments abroad, that's different. Trying to seek it from the government here in the UK, I think it would be hard work, put it that way.
Yeah, that's what it is. They came to the country, they saw how good it is, and they start fighting for money, innit?
Yeah. So you see, based on sort of yesterday, you have people who have disabilities, and it was almost immoral, all the cuts that were made. But we will see.
Yeah.
So, look, things are going to come in the fullness of time for you, yes? Because I really sort of feel here you're somebody who obviously is trying to consolidate a key area here to make other people happy, yes? To be able to reach their goals, which is good. Making them connect, become responsible. It's the natural order, isn't it? Right? So this is why I get travel across water. Maybe.
Could I ask you a question? Basically, every church, to be a church, is offering an afterlife system, isn't it? Not that I'm focused on it or anything like that, but like with the Christian church is the way into heaven or paradise. With what, like certain worship is up a river, if you get what I mean, the river of life kind of thing, to reincarnation. And others is underground cities and stuff like that. So I was wondering, I don't know what's mine. Could you tell me what is my afterlife thing for my church that my spirit guides are trying to offer?
All right. Okay. So you're saying bear with me one moment, please. Okay. My is transitional. It's almost transitional, if that makes sense, yes? Transitioning and recognizing that we all transition. That's what life is continuous, yes?
Yeah, but what is mine? Everyone has, like with Christianity, is not transitioning, is waiting for judgment.
All right, I see what you're saying. Okay. Waiting for judgment in Christianity.
But what is mine? I don't want to know about Christianity because mine isn't Christianity. I want to know what mine is.
You know what it is, or you want to know what it is?
Yeah.
You want to know what it is, okay?
Yeah.
Well, yours is definitely not judgment, put it that way. You will not be waiting for judgment. You'll be waiting for people meeting you with their arms wide open. There you go, that's what's being given. People meeting you with their arms open. That's interesting, that's what's come through. Alright, that is yours. So you'll have to wait the sense for people are meeting you with their arms wide open. The people.
So what kind of, say like with the water worship, is usually a river that's also a bridge of life, similar to what they say about the cosmos stuff. And Christianity is heaven on earth. Forest worship is recycle mountains and recycle. So I wanted to know what is mine in that kind of way, a bit more depth.
In that kind of way. yours is to do, I have to say, it's to do with the people. It is to do with line being shown symbolic people standing in a line, but with their arms stretched out.
Is it in a town? Is it in a city? Is it undersea? Is it in the forest? Is it in the sky? Is it on top of a mountain?
Yours is, believe it or not, by a river. Okay? It's to do with a river. So it's the water flowing, the water of life, the ebb and flow of life. So yours is very symbolic of water. The water's running and the people standing by the water. So yours is to do with water, okay? The ebb and flow of life. That's what I feel. There's no real structure. It's about learning also that there is an ebb and flow of life. Everything flows, yes? Everything will flow is what I'm being shown here. So yours is to do with water and people. Okay? So, yeah. Because you're dealing with people abroad, yes? This is what I sense and see.
And
Now
it's,
spent £15.
and it's also in London as well, but London's more personal, more friends and family.
Yes, it is. But there's also water in London, isn't there? Because you have the River Thames. So I feel yours is a very collective energy. Very collective. So it's putting in those foundations. If you take analogy of water flows. It's always flowing. It can be torrential. It can be calm. It can be, what should I say, deep or shallow. Yes, I'm just giving you a few examples. So this is about teaching people, yes, that everything flows as well. All right, but there are going to be times where obviously it could be torrential. It could be calm. Very interesting energy around you. Really, there is. So I feel you've got to help people in places where water flows through. So it speaks of London, obviously. But it also speaks of you helping people at a collective level from other parts of the world.
Yeah.
Yes? Having a connection to people across water.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Much so. There's a
Cool.
very... What should I say with you? And dancing. Do you dance?
Yeah, spiritually, but it's like break dancing, but spiritual dancing. But I could go into trance.
Trance. Yeah, dance. Trance. I've got you dancing.
Yeah, trance.
Yeah, I have you dancing. Very beautiful. But also realising that we are one with everything. Yes? We are all God in disguise, believe it or not, because we are the oneness itself. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I've got you dancing. I see you dancing. At the water of life. I've got you here at a well. A water pump. So you're pumping out the water. Yes? So you're somebody symbolically who has to keep things flowing. It's the connection and the interconnection equally. And you're always looking forward. You've always got to keep looking forward, not back. So that's what you're teaching people too, to keep looking forward, not back. Very
Cool.
interesting. And I also sense with you wide open spaces equally. Okay? Very important.
What's wide open spaces?
Wide open spaces is like open spaces of greenery, landscape, yes. Deserts I've got with you.
Deserts.
So very interesting. And music. And music as well.
Yeah.
Yes? Music. It is a transcendent energy of spirituality itself. This is what I sense with you. Yes? This is what I sense with you very strongly. You look down a lot too. When you're thinking, you look down. Your gaze looks down.
Sometimes, not much.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. And you like your space. You do
Yeah.
like your space. You're very grounded, very down to earth. Very warm personality at many levels. But yes, okay. And yes, okay, I'm also sensing here with you. I'm being shown very old-fashioned symbology coming through, but in the times of, say, biblical times, you would see this. You would have a drawstring bag made out of leather and they'd have coins in it. So, yeah, it's bringing in resources, right? So I have that with you too. Interesting. Do you play a musical instrument?
No, I do. I run a record label and a branding label, fashion and
That's
jewelry.
it. Okay, that's what I get, because I got symbolically the violin, and I thought, why is he playing the violin? But you're musical, so you run a record label. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Music is very important for people. Yes?
Yeah.
It's very, very important. Okay. So you have